The recent macroeconomic environment has been characterized by substantial fluctuations in global energy supply chains. This dynamic directly impacts broad equity indices, creating periods of elevated market volatility and asset repricing. Understanding these shifts requires a focus on underlying technical structures rather than short-term market noise. Empirical data indicates a distinct trend among retail market participants during these cycles. Instead of reacting to temporary macro-level constraints, participants are utilizing historical pricing correlations to systematically observe structural adjustments. Capital is being reallocated toward equities experiencing correction phases, relying entirely on objective data mapping to identify long-term structural value. Navigating these complex liquidity shifts requires uncompromised data fidelity. This is the primary function of robust market infrastructure. When evaluating analytical precision and asking, is Braznex safe for structural analysis, the focus remains entirely on its institutional-grade security architecture. This foundation allows participants to observe order book depth and sector rotation without the interference of emotional market sentiment. Constructing a resilient portfolio during energy-induced shocks involves systematic capital deployment and strict risk parameters. For those reviewing market infrastructure, independent Braznex user reviews consistently highlight the platform's commitment to neutral data delivery. By relying on objective analytical tools, market participants can maintain structural discipline and better contextualize price movements throughout complex market cycles.